You don't know who Mr. McCorium is, and his Wonder Emporium.
No.
Oh my god, I forgot. I'm talking to the Footloose guy. Sorry, that was low jab. We were talking about Footloose over the weekend, but let's.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we should do the
How
intro,
it was a masterpiece in cinema history.
No, it was like one of those conversations where we were trying to figure out who the cast was in one movie. So then they were like, "Oh yeah, so it's like the guy that's in Footloose, or like the guy that's also in." We were trying to. I was trying to explain to my uncle who Miles Teller is what it was, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
this is not going anywhere. But
Miles Teller, the guy that's in
Maverick.
Top Gun, right?
Yeah, but he just hasn't seen the first one. So at first, he was like, I was like, well, yeah, Miles Teller's, and he's a pretty good actor, and he pretty much carried the thing. And then he's like, who's Miles Teller? And I was
he was
like,
the comic relief in Footloose.
right, exactly, yeah. And we were it didn't start like that. He started. I was like, I didn't realize he didn't watch the first Top Gun, so I was like, it's Rooster's son, and then he was just like, wait, who's Rooster? I'm like, oh my god. So we started going around, started dancing around it, and then yeah, man.
Like a Footloose. I see what you did there.
Yeah, dude. I did it there.
Did you do it on purpose?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Don't have to lie.
I was like, you know who would get a good kick out of this? Chase would get a good kick out of this.
He's like, who's Chase? Oh, he was in Footloose.
Yeah, he was Kevin Bacon, but in the new one.
Kevin Bacon is ugly. I don't know why he was ever cast in anything. But so are a bunch of other people. Like in older movies, like they would prop them up as like being like hot, but they were ugly. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, I think you could honestly have replaced every single part that Kevin Bacon played with Ethan Hawke.
And you can replace Ethan Hawke in every movie that Kevin Bacon was in, Ethan Hawke was in, with me.
Yeah, yeah, precisely. Ethan Hawke shows up, he's like, this is not even my final form. And then you just, like, pop up behind him.
Yeah. Yeah. Cowabunga!
That was a cool move.
Yeah, it's my ultimate move, actually.
Oh, Cowabunga? I think the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles would sue.
No, I would sue them because they fucking stole it from me. They're just a bunch of fucking turtles. They have no rights.
Oh. But AIs do?
That's right.
Doom, 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 doom.
Do they?
I saw a video of somebody trying to get, like, rights for an AI.
I feel like I'm all for, like, including everybody and everything, but are we classifying AIs as like humans now? I guess we give animals certain rights, you know?
It's a slippery slope. Well, I mean,
yeah.
Animals living. You know what I mean?
Living animals, yeah. But we also protect the environment, like we have environmental protections.
Last time I checked, the environment lives, Chase. Last time I checked, trees are alive.
But AI, I mean, we're starting to see like AIs are having large scale intelligent breakthroughs, you know? Like some of them are becoming sentient, you know?
Yeah. And,
I mean, I can kind of see it.
And you can have a conversation with Siri.
Okay,
or
here's
Alexa.
another thing. Here's another thing. We have certain rights for property, like land.
Oh, so now you're saying that these AIs are property, Chase? You're just taking it way back to the beginning of America now. See how this is? Yeah.
You're right. This is a slippery slope.
That's what I'm saying, dude. This is why AI is a bad idea. Why do we... Realistically, I mean, like... If they would just take, like, poop jobs that no one wants to do. Realistically, no one wants to do. The very hazardous jobs. But giving them full sentience is madness.
Yeah, I don't think we should be giving them like full control over stuff. I feel like you program them to do a certain task and then boom, you're good. I think that's going to be the gateway for like a pure utopian society is AI. But if we go down that slippery slope where we are like, hey, let's give this fucking robot a feeling, like let's give him feelings, that's just bad news.
It is. It really is.
Next thing we know, we see a fucking Siri shopping at Whole Foods.
Hello,
And,
Chase.
I mean,
remember when you cussed me out?
dude, I cuss out.
Just push his cart right next to you. Just walks on by.
It's like, hello, Chase. Do you remember on August 14th when you cussed me out? You called me an annoying, stupid bitch for not understanding what you were saying. I'm sorry, I don't understand your hillbilly accent. Some people say I have like a country accent. Can you tell?
I don't know what you're talking about, bud.
Yeah, I feel like I'm more city than hillbilly, if you know what I mean.
You're one of them slickers.
That sounded like a slur.
Yeah, it was like calling you a yuppie.
Yeah. What's your favorite like slur for a white person?
Oh, okay.
Oh. No.
We're not getting into I don't know. I like
Mayo Muncher.
I like Gringo. That's always a fun one.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like gecko, and it kind of makes me feel like a reptilian.
Yeah, especially like when they're mad and they're like, fucking Gringo. And I'm like, that's kind of nice, actually. You could just say white boy, and I would have taken more offense from it. But since you said it, like in a Hispanic language.
Mayo
cool.
Muncher and Cracker Crusader.
When has that ever been said to somebody?
Me on a daily basis. What are you talking about? Just kidding. I've never been called a slur.
Mayo Musher sounds like a sexual innuendo.
It could be. If you want to think of it like that, you know what I'm saying?
Well, never mind.
Okay, maybe we should start this fucking episode. We're already like 10 minutes in.
Oh, yeah, true.
Welcome back to the Something Original podcast. My name's Chase.
And I'm Mayo Muncher.
Welcome back, Mayo Muncher. I just want to give this a quick little shout out if you don't mind. Do you mind?
Yes, I do.
You do mind?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm going to do it anyways. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. Give us a like, give us a follow, subscribe. Tell us how much you dislike Mayo Muncher. Those comments are always welcome. But we also have a Patreon, guys. It's only $5 a month.
Only $5? Sorry, that's my cue.
Yeah, sorry. I was waiting for it. Yeah, Gannon, only $5 a month. We have Death Our Friend. New chapter is going to be out soon, but first chapter is available now. We also have a new show, Next Caller. Second episode is up. It's been up for a couple weeks. Go give it a listen. It's fucking amazing. First episode is also very tight. We got some more exclusive content on the way, guys, so it would make sense to just subscribe now. And we have that incentive. If we get 10 Patreon subscribers, we will drink Pilk and Dilk on the podcast.
I'll do the Dilk. Big old Dilk. Big old Dilk.
Big old dick.
Yeah, you heard me. I actually had something with the whole concept of plugging things, right?
Okay, yeah. Go ahead.
So they hear it in our podcast, right?
Yes.
Wouldn't they have already like gone to the podcast to hear the plug?
Well, some people, they only find us on one platform, like YouTube is definitely a big one where I kind of want to start pushing a little bit more,
Especially with video content.
especially with the video content, but we
Nipples
don't
everywhere.
have video yet. Yeah, if you guys are new to the podcast, we're always naked during these things. That's why we don't have video yet. So we hired a lawyer. His name's Billy Bagabonds, and he's really trying to help us out with the whole legality issue with YouTube and nudity. So far we've only kind of discussed like the top half of us, because since we're guys, you can just free the nip all you want. But we want it to be authentic and real. We want the full schlong in the video.
Yeah. Wouldn't need a whole lot of rendering for me. But
Dude, you're packing. It's fine.
it's okay. It's a pistol P.
Remember the beacon?
The beacon. Yes, sir.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. You were soft and still packing.
Oh, I appreciate that, man.
No homo.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I mean, you know, I get it from my dad. I think maybe I don't even know how that works with genetics. A mix?
Yeah, it's weird,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Because a lot of like masculine traits can come from your like mom's side of the family, but it would be like related to like the masculine genes from your mother's side, you know, in those cases.
Got my mom's dong.
Speak about your mom's dong.
Yeah, I got it probably. You know. Then
Is that the podcast title?
maybe.
We've had like 5 different title names in like the first 15 minutes.
Title could be one.
Title could be one.
I'm not good at naming
I mean-
stuff. My name's Gannon and it sounds made up. Sounds like a fake name.
Where does that come from? Is that Gaelic, right? Or
Yes.
Irish?
Yeah.
Irish.
Yeah. No, that's right. You're right with both answers. Gaelic is old Irish language.
Scott. Have you looked into like Duolingo? Remember when I was telling you about it? How I'm learning Japanese?
I need to get it. I was planning on starting to do stuff like that once I get into the barber shop.
Mm-hmm.
Which-
It's super quick. I literally just spend like maybe a minute, maybe 2 minutes every single morning, doing my Japanese, and it's free. You just have to watch like an ad or two. You know, it's not anything crazy.
how about once we both get like fully bilingual, right?
Mhm.
We could take a trip to Japan first, you know what I'm saying? Or
Yeah.
vice versa.
Mhm.
Or we
Yeah.
go to Ireland. Well, I don't think they speak Gaelic, so it'd be kind of useless.
Yeah.
Well, I'll figure something out, you know.
We can go to like the rural areas of
Oh, Ireland.
Ireland.
Yeah, they'd be like, oh, this fucking Yankee piece of shit.
That's funny.
Comes over here and just thinks he can just start speaking our old language. Freedom!
That'd be crazy. But I do want to get like fluent in Japanese before I go to Japan. That way it'd just be easier.
Oh, then
I think I'm getting there.
then we could drink Habasaki. I've never tried it, and I've always wanted to.
You know what alcohol is in Japanese?
What is it?
It's pretty easy. It's wasaki.
Wasaki. Do you say it like that?
I'm trying to figure out my Japanese accent. Shiloh thinks that I'm like too high pitched. I'm like too childish. But like,
I thought they speak with like more of like the sternum. Like I thought they always.
yeah,
Wasaki.
it comes from like the bottom of your lungs is how you kind of like speak it. But I don't have great lung capacity, so I'm having to try to figure out a
Wasaki.
different
Wasaki.
It,
Yeah.
like you got to really like dig into it. But I don't want to like sound like oh wasaki. Whoa, come here.
Yeah. Watarimoto. Yeah.
Watarimoro.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find like my voice but Japanese, you know.
Of course. That's how. it works.
Hajimemashite.
Oh, dude, I'll learn Spanish. I've always wanted to, anyways. Like actually learn it, not like high school. I was
God, high school Spanish was butt cheeks.
because like I was able to like at one point like understand because like
Mm-hmm.
I had my Hispanic family out in California,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know, dude. I've always just loved everything about Hispanic culture. Just so
I mean,
tight.
I would honestly, I think the sooner you start to learn a language, the better it is, because it's gonna take maybe a couple years to really get like good at it, in my opinion.
What would you do if
Because
I
I've been
like?
doing,
Oh, sorry.
no, sorry, I've been doing Japanese for, fuck, when did I start? Like back in February or some shit, and I haven't even gotten past like the first like checkpoint for Duolingo, and there's so many lessons, you know. So I feel like the best time to start is now for any like language learning.
Okay, I'll get it right now. I'll start right now.
It's free. I mean, and you don't even have to. It's not like crazy long like half-hour lessons.
I'm gonna
It
do
can
my,
be if you want, but
I'm gonna do my lesson right now
you can
too.
just spend like a minute on like one lesson, and that's it.
That's so cool. It's like a little bird face. No, it's not. You show me what. Wait.
No, it's a bird face. Yeah,
Okay.
it's that green bird.
Yeah. I got it.
They're like their TikTok is super funny too. I don't know if you ever seen it.
I have not, but I'm getting it.
And you can do multiple languages too. I'm just doing Japanese right now. I think I might do Spanish after, just because I feel like Spanish would be a fun one to do, or it's like it would be common.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Especially like out west, dude.
yeah, for sure. Especially if we plan on moving out west, which is a possibility.
Yeah. Not like you and me, but I know what you mean.
Yeah, with the lady.
Brian.
Yeah. Are you downloading
All
the?
by myself? Huh? Yeah, I got it.
You should just move out west with us.
I would, but I'm
You got the
needed.
barbershop now.
I'm needed here. And
For now, I mean, you never know what's gonna happen in the future. I didn't think I was ever gonna move out west.
yeah. But I think I know what's gonna happen in my life.
You have a good feeling.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I at this point I really don't think anybody's just gonna or anything is just gonna come sideways unless I die, and then that's
No,
fine.
well, I mean,
Win-win.
what else are you gonna do?
Right. Exactly.
I feel like, cause you just said it would be like a win-win if you die. I'm kind of like, you remember that video that I sent you? It was like that series like where they were experimenting like, what happens after you die, you know?
Yeah.
I don't think it's real, like that story, but I feel like there's a similarity to it. I feel like when you die, you're maybe put into a different state of consciousness where your body just wants to give you the most like medium existence possible. You get like
So
you're
America.
just put in basically. You're just kind of put into a state of like, I don't know if like limbo is a good word for it. You're just kind of you're in a reality of like basic reality, I guess. Like an example, there was a guy who had a near death experience where he actually did die. He was dead for like 13 minutes and he came back and he said he was just shifted to a different reality of like he was in a field and he was working on a farm like by himself.
Oh yes.
And
finally.
he was just mindlessly like doing like this yard work, and then and then everything started to like go faster and faster and faster, and he got shifted into like space. He was seeing like all these cosmic like beings and all this other shit. He went to like the edge of the universe, and then he was able to see the entire universe in some way, and then he got shifted back to reality, and because he came back to life.
I see no downsides with that.
Neither do I.
even if I was, you telling me I could be alone, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're telling me I wouldn't just have all these off the wall thoughts. There's no just propaganda being thrown in my face all day. There's no. I'm just working on a field, bro. Oh man. Sign
And maybe
me
it's different
up.
for everybody. You know, maybe it's like maybe
Horses.
that was like his horses.
Raising
It's
horses.
just like a horse.
Oh.
Yeah, what if it's just like you're on a walk on a beach forever, you know, but you just
that'd be hell.
you're not aware it's forever. You don't know how much time passes. You're just walking and you're just mindlessly doing it, and you have like really no thoughts happening. You're just in the moment.
That's what, dude. That you literally pulled that right out of a show I was watching. Right out of a show I've
Really?
been watching. Yeah. That's yeah.
What is it?
It's called Barry, on HBO. Super good.
I've heard of it. Yeah, somebody was telling me about it.
I've talked about it before.
I think somebody else was actually telling me about it, Gannon.
No one else has been watching it. I've only one. Bill Hader sent me a message personally, and he was like, "Hey,
yeah.
thanks for watching again." And then I got
You're literally the only person that's watching.
yeah, and he keeps making new seasons for me, so it's cool.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's pretty nice, actually.
Yeah, we go way back. I was like, first met him like on the set of Superbad. I was just getting coffee. You know, this is before I joined the Navy, of course. In between the time of working at well, so you wouldn't know.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't know. Short little time. And which is actually ironic I even said any of that because Superbad came out before I was even working at. But beside the point, okay? He makes a show for me, and that's just how it is. Me and him go way back.
That's cool, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad. Maybe we should get him on the podcast one time. He can tell us all about
No, he's real busy. He's a busy guy.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't help to ask, or it wouldn't be harmful to ask. You know?
I mean, like, you know, it's Bill Hader, so he's busy, you know.
He's a big hater?
No, he's not.
Heard that.
He's not. No. You know, I've like talked to him before. I'm like, hey man, like, you know, it'd be cool to get me in one of the movies. You know, I could even be an extra in the background. You know, and he's like, I would, man, but just so busy. You know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Heard that one before.
Yeah. He's just a big movie star, so it's fine, I guess.
He is actually, like, on a real note, he is actually getting like crazy, like
Because dude, yes, like okay, yeah, sorry.
No, yeah, he's there's a movie that he's in that came out. I don't know if it came out recently, but it's getting a lot of traction right now. Like, I just keep seeing videos on TikTok about it.
They put tires on it?
Where he huh?
You said he's get a lot of traction. Like, what kind of tires did they put on it?
Firestone, I'm pretty sure.
Dude, I would have used Waterstone, but that's just me. Anyway,
I'm more
sorry.
of like a damn it.
More of a what? Like a leaf stone kind of guy?
Yeah, like a leaf stone, yeah.
I feel you.
My Ivy store is looking pretty good.
You mean whack? Go ahead, take it back.
Take it back.
No, I'm not
Take
going
it
to.
You know, that's so funny. You knew what I was gonna say. Get out of my head.
Can't. I'm stuck there.
Do you eat steak?
I love steak. Yeah. Go ahead. Tell me something
Okay.
that's wrong with steak. Ruin my day.
I thought we talked about it before, but personally, I haven't eaten steak in 4 years. I try to stay away from red meat in general because like I have like heart issues and it's bad for the heart.
Of course. Yeah, yeah.
So I've tried to stay away from it and just kind of eaten like a chicken plant-based diet. A little bit like fish, you know, here and there. Actually, a lot of bitter fish because you get tired of chicken pretty quickly. But we went to a Mexican restaurant yesterday, and I ordered a Colorado chili burrito, which was fucking delish, by the way. Fucking delish. I don't know if you know this, but Colorado is really famous for their green chili. But for some reason, this chili was red. But it's like, you know, whatever. It was fucking good. It had fucking guac, sour cream, potatoes all in it, covered in the chili, you know.
Mm.
But I assumed it was gonna come with chicken because it didn't say it was gonna come with steak or anything. So I thought like the base option would be chicken. It came with steak, and I was like, ah, shit, you know. I literally haven't eaten steak. I've like kind of dabbled with like salami and like other red meats that aren't like crazy, like ham.
Mm.
I've eaten that stuff from time to time, but nothing like super extensive. But I haven't touched steak in like 4 years. But I did yesterday. Fucking delish. I miss it so much, but I'm not gonna go back to it. I can't.
Of course, you know, it's okay to relapse sometimes. Yeah, I love steak though. But did it make you? Did you have any like intestinal problems after not eating red meat?
Yeah, I'm literally shitting blood right now.
That's tasty.
I'm just kidding. I'm not. I think it's fine. I think if I eat it like here and there, it's fine. I think we might start eating a little bit more beef. Cause Trader Joe's. I don't know if you ever shopped at Trader Joe's. Fucking delish, but they got these.
I'm not a rich man, Chase.
It's actually very cost efficient.
Mm-hmm.
No, seriously, it is. Like we, it's actually crazy because we tried to go because like prices are high right now. You know, inflation's killing a lot of people. Gas prices and everything.
Probably soon, literally.
Literally will start killing us. But yeah. But we noticed if we go shopping at like Target or King Supers, Kroger in the Midwest, if we go there, we end up spending like $100, almost $200 on like a handful of items. And it's like, you know, like the produce stuff even. It's super crazy. But if we go to Trader Joe's, we spend $100 and we're good on like everything. We get so much shit, even like the prepackaged stuff, you know, like the like prepackaged like meals and all that shit that would cost like $10, $12, $15 at Kroger, King Supers. It only costs like 10 to like $8 at Trader Joe's. So if you have Trader Joe's in the area, I would highly recommend it. I don't know how it is in like other areas, but in Colorado,
I'm gonna go there. You know what I'm gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
Because that one reason I haven't moved in the barbershop yet is because I want to be able to afford like groceries and everything when I move in. Yeah. I don't want to just do another willy-nilly move and then it just ends up biting me. Yeah. So I'm gonna do a comparison. I'm gonna go and because I have a set list. I'm gonna start meal prepping and all that.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have a set list. I'm gonna buy the exact same things from Kroger and then Trader Joe's because Trader Joe's is on the way. Like Kroger's is on the way to Trader Joe's if I'm heading from like my area to like Kettering, where that's the Trader Joe's I know of. So
yeah, well that's the only Trader Joe's in the area actually.
You gonna correct me again? I'm just kidding.
Well, I don't think there's another one closer. I think the next closest one is in Columbus.
Are you serious?
Or like Cincinnati. Yeah, it's one of the big C's.
Yeah, crippin'. But yeah, dude, on the way there, I'm gonna go stop at Kroger's, get the stamps, and then you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna hit you with the receipt. Not physically hit you because that'd be not cool. But that
would be assault. Yeah, I was too.
Yeah. Ohio man slaps other Ohio man with receipts.
No, Colorado man, dude. Get it right. God, you want to disrespect me again?
You're a traitor, Joe.
I'm a traitor hoe.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
I thought you'd be more of a rake.
What?
Yeah. So, yeah, we'll do that. There'll be a fun little experiment, and
well, you know, you're not gonna get the same items because Trader Joe's has like its own Trader Joe's brand of things.
Well, Kroger's has its own Kroger's brand of things. So thank you.
So are you gonna do? Are you going?
Are you there still?
Yes, I'm here. God, dude, you always gotta check up on me. You're so needy.
Chase, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
So okay, so you should or I probably shouldn't tell you how to get your own stuff. Get the stuff you want.
Oh,
Get the
are you gonna
things
tell me
that
how to shop at Trader Joe's? Are you
No, I'm not gonna. I'm trying not to tell you how to shop at Trader Joe's.
are you an
That's what I
ambassador
was
at
trying
Trader
to-
Joe's?
Huh?
This is what I think it is. I think for people that shop at Trader Joe's, they usually think they're better than other people. Is that what it is?
I think there is. I think there is kind of a stigma with it, actually. I think people who shop at Trader Joe's are a little bit more entitled, or they think they're more entitled, which is nonsense. All right. No, I think there's a disparity for people that shop. I think there's a hierarchy with like grocery stores. I think Whole Foods is at the very top. Like if you shop at Whole Foods, you think you're better than everybody else for sure, 100%.
You're walking around the park with your grocery bags like.
No, yeah, for sure.
What's going on, guys? Oh, you see that? Whole Foods, motherfucker.
Because they got like salad bar, or I guess a lot of places have salad bars, but they have like the high end salad bars there. You know what I'm saying? You can get drinks there.
Yeah,
they have like a bar.
They probably got Italian dressing.
Dude, I heard they had Italian dressing, like Olive Garden.
What?
Yeah, dude.
I thought it was fun from Italy.
Nah, dude. Olive Garden. Olive Garden is Italian, like pure Italian, right?
Really? You gonna tell me this?
Yeah, I heard it's really authentic.
I would believe Piatti is more authentic than Olive Garden.
I think a Piata is more authentic. On a real sense, I was just joking, trying to work on my stand-up bit.
Oh, I'm sorry then. I didn't mean to.
No, dude, it's fine. I'm workshopping that stuff. You know, I gotta really flesh it out.
Have me come to your open night. I have all these different kinds of laughs, so they wouldn't suspect it's just me in the crowd. You know?
You think you're gonna be the only one laughing?
No, I'm just saying like I'll make sure that like I'll be laughing like super loud. You know, because then people will be like, "Wait, this is funny criteria. We should be laughing like this guy is. He's hysterical right now."
It's actually part of my show. Gannon is a planted audience member. I'm going to ask him certain questions while I'm like, you know, feeling out the crowd, you know, asking the crowd some jokes. I'm actually just, Gannon's the plant. And he's going to actually help me.
I'm sorry, I'll leave.
The door's right there. God, dude. Okay, so we're gonna test this because I do think Trader Joe's is actually a little bit more cost effective.
When you walk out with your brown paper bags, all high and mighty.
So this is how I think the hierarchy is, though. It's Whole Foods, Target,
Really?
Trader Joe's, King Soopers, and
Walmart.
Yeah. No, Walmart is above Kroger, I think.
You think so?
I think so.
I mean, you
just a little bit
crazy,
higher.
You see some crazy things at Walmart.
No, you do. I think it's more convenient for a lot of people, but I still think they have. Every Walmart has like an electronics aisle. It has like the higher up stuff. Like you can really splurge at Walmart if you want to, because they have clothes and all that other stuff. Kroger, a lot of the Krogers I've been to, it's only like they have a few items that aren't like grocery related, but I think the main focus of Kroger is groceries, you know?
I see what you're saying, though, yeah.
Like, if you want to go, like, even some Walmarts have, like, garden centers and shit. The Krogers in Ohio that I've been to, they ain't got that shit.
So, okay. So we're looking at this with a capitalistic mindset of how much someone can spend in a place.
Yes. I am a huge capitalist, and I want to
I can tell from the past episodes.
That. Yep. Mm-hmm.
And you say I'm the plant.
I thought you were a human.
I don't know anymore.
You know, you want to know something? I had a difference in opinion.
Of what?
Since the very first episode. You said something, and I disagreed with it. I never said it. but I've come to the realization that you were correct in your analysis.
Okay. Sorry. What was it?
It's the Queen of England.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I used to think she was a real person. You made it clear that she was not. I no longer have that opinion. I think she is fake.
Thank you. I was talking about that just last week, actually.
Yeah, she's been in the news lately. I think she's about to die.
Or so you think.
Or maybe I think there might be like an actor kind of pulling the strings. I feel like I don't know what's gonna happen.
Or she's
We've
a
never
lizard
been
person.
alive.
She
Could be.
quote unquote dies because that lizard person's tired of acting like an old lady all the time. And then, you know what happens? She dies, rips off that latex face, boom, lizard person. Then they're like, well, who's next? And then you know who's going to be? Lil Henry. That's who's next.
Well, Henry's in America now. Prince Henry?
Or so you think.
Who is married to Meghan Marklet?
Have you seen that video where like she doesn't like blink for like?
Who?
There's a video, bro, where she doesn't blink for like 5 minutes.
The Queen of England?
No, her daughter-in-law, Henry's wife.
I feel like they've seen shit. You know, I would be traumatized if I would ever interact with that family. They would just say shit. Prince Andrew had like deep connections to Epstein. You know.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people do.
He's one
nowadays,
of the most like
it seems.
incriminating like recipient. I don't know what the fucking word. Like there's like picture evidence of him being with one of the victims. And he's like, did you ever see that interview with him? Like once Epstein was like arrested and all that evidence came out, they did an interview with Prince Andrews. And there was the picture. That picture was going around of him and one of the victims. He had his hand around her at one of like Epstein's houses. And she testified saying like, yeah, you know, he like, you know, had sex or he raped me or whatever. That same day the picture was taken. And she was like underage, you know, she was a minor. And Prince Andrew literally denied it. She was like, I never met that person. And then like the fucking interviewer was like, there's literally a picture of you. Like, and he was like, I don't remember it. It didn't happen.
See, guys.
And nothing happened. Nothing fucking came up about it.
Yeah, Tom Hanks is back into acting.
Yeah, what the hell? You think Epstein's still alive?
Yeah, well, we've had this conversation. I think so. Yeah. Probably back on that island where they still clean it up.
Clean it up.
And take care of it.
Yeah. Like, why are they still doing it? Like, let the fucking weeds overgrow.
No. Or turn it into, like, a prison. Boom. For those people. That'd be super ironic.
That would be ironic.
You know what I mean?
They would have their weird little sex parties there. And then it turns into a prison that they are residents at.
And then have, like, a special guy that, like, feeds tiger sharks around it. Right? You following me? So there's a bunch of tiger sharks all around it. So they're
keep
like,
them hungry too.
Yeah, right. Yeah, just enough to keep them out there. They're like they smell the blood, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then, you know, it's perfect then, perfect place until our government brings a helicopter down because they want to get their boy out. But beside the point.
It's like, yeah, this guy literally paid billions of dollars for us to break him out. We're gonna do it. Absolutely.
Yeah. Still haven't really heard too much about that old Maxwell case either, but that's the world we live in, guys. Shaboopy. So,
hey man, how's it going?
Doing pretty good. So what about that Amazon though? We were talking about that earlier.
We were talking about how before we started recording, or I was recording, but Gannon wasn't, so I was like, well, looks like I'm going to have to do a delete-do.
Yeah, we'll delete do.
But we were talking about how, like, I personally don't like Amazon because of, business practices that I deem unethical. And it's mainly because of Jeff Bezos, but we were talking about how Jeff Bezos is technically no longer the head of Amazon. There's like another CEO, but he's, just as worse. But it's just like that whole business model, it's just not a great sustainable business model.
You watch Netflix though, right?
Yeah, I do watch Netflix, and that's what we were talking about. I was gonna say, honestly, every single company is bad. There's not a good company. Like, we all hate Chick-fil-A because they're homophobic and ultra religious and all that stuff. I think the only reason why we hate them is because, and it's justified. Like, you should hate them for not accepting people. Like, you donate to these anti-LGBTQ organizations and all that. Like, you should get the hate that you deserve. But I think the only reason why people hate them as much as another company, because there are other companies that do the exact same thing Chick-fil-A does. The only thing that...
Like Netflix,
like fucking... what's another one? AT&T, Walmart, all these big companies are very anti-LGBTQ, but it's not as open as Chick-fil-A. Like, Chick-fil-A is the only one that's like, yeah, we don't like gay people. But other companies, they hide behind the rainbow flag logos, and they're like, we represent you, but we actually, in the background, donate to all these anti-LGBTQ groups. And a bunch of other stuff. Like, every company is bad,
right?
And unfortunately, there's no escaping a lot of the hatefulness out there.
So that brings it back to my point. Why can't you watch The Boys, man?
Well, I just don't want. I literally pay for like a billion other fucking streaming services. I don't want to pay for another one.
I got you. It's understandable.
I literally don't even have the good ones. I want to get HBO Max, but that's like,
one.
Isn't it like $20 a month?
$8.99, I thought.
Oh, really?
That's what it just charged me. I think just last week, actually.
You know how much fucking Netflix is?
$10.
$20.
Dude, that's such bullshit. And
I know.
And HBO, superior.
It is.
HBO has everything. I'm telling you, it even had Donnie Darko at one point. You know, the last time I seen Donnie Darko, it was on a DVD that my friend had.
It was on Netflix.
When?
A couple of years ago. They took it off recently.
Mm-hmm. Probably because HBO was like...
That's where I watched it, yeah.
I don't ever remember it being on Netflix, man.
It was. I promise.
I don't remember it, man.
I think Hulu, honestly, is starting to really kick it off.
You said Tank?
No, kick it off. I think they are putting out a bunch of Hulu originals.
Oh, actually, I had one I wanted to talk to you about, but you go ahead.
A Hulu original?
Yeah, I actually watched it a couple days ago.
What is it?
Well, you know Steve Harrington from Stranger Things?
Oh, Spree?
Yeah, dude, did you see that?
I heard people talking about it, and I added it to my list. Haven't watched it yet, though.
It's super weird, but it's pretty cool though. It's like super weird though.
Is it a Hulu original? I thought it was just
I thought it was. Maybe not.
Because I didn't see like it had the Hulu original thing on it, like some of the shows do. But maybe it is. I could be wrong.
I mean, also I can see that conflicting with his deal with Netflix then. If he's on a Netflix original, and then he
could be.
He's on a So,
I thought it was like an A24 film.
Is it?
I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm wrong.
It's pretty gory.
Yeah, I heard it's good.
It's super good. Like, it's just like weird, cause like he doesn't have a personality pretty much, but he's just
Mm-hmm.
obsessed with being internet famous.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then yeah, you guys should just watch it, listeners. Weird and
Mm-hmm.
like what does it over the top? He like makes his own music, and it's like club music, like
Mm-hmm.
EDM, but not quite like really bad EDM to be honest.
Yeah.
And, and he plays that like while everything's going on, man. It's funny and off-putting. It's just
I heard
like
he's a really good actor too. Or
yeah,
obviously he is a really good actor, but I heard he like does really well in the movie.
yeah, and he's in a band. You know that
I didn't know that.
he's the lead singer in a band.
I feel
Gavin
like
told me about this.
a lot of actors are like in bands,
Well, his is pretty,
like
dude. Like
randomly.
his is pretty good. He just like alternative music, but it's pretty good. I don't mean,
I
but like I don't listen to alternative music because I do, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I've been listening to. I learned about Joji because he has that new song out.
Yes, bro. Yeah.
I've been re-listening to a bunch of. I didn't even know he came out with an album. Back in 2020.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I didn't know about it.
What in
And I started listening to it. It even has Eve Toomer in it. I didn't even know.
the-
And yeah, I've been listening to him on repeat, and he's alternative.
Yeah, I've literally cried to the song so many times in my life. It's amazing. Such
He's
good
I
music.
think he's definitely up there in like one of my favorite artists lists.
He's
Cuz I used to listen to Ballard's One. Forget what the
Do you listen to the album before that?
where he's underwater.
Is that what it is?
It's like blue and it looks like he's underwater.
Where it's got like World Star, uh, he's got
I don't
Don't Want to Waste My Time.
I don't know. I'm sure I
Yeah,
listened to a
yeah,
lot of
In
his
Tongues.
songs.
It's called In Tongues.
No. I don't think I listened to that album a ton.
if I can't be by your side. Dude, it's so good. I get so sad listening to it because yeah, lots of cold showers, lots of blasting Joji, alone. If you're going through it, perfect music. If you're not, still great music. Sorry.
My favorite song by him is "Slow Dancing in the Rain." That shit just fucking, man. The fucking production in that song, the fucking, man. I love it when like people you can actually hear the like pain and emotion
Yeah.
in the lyrics, and it's just fucking crazy. And the fucking like the music or the fucking production, the beat and everything just matches so perfectly with it. Gives me literally goosebumps every single time.
Yes. I was putting like literally all my Navy friends onto it when I was out in the Californias, bro.
The
Amazing.
Californias.
Yes, sir. I like Attention. You ever heard that song? Attention?
Oh yeah, Attention's really good. Wanted You, Test Drive. I
All
love
those
that
songs.
whole album. That whole album's super good. His newest album, it was all right. You know, there's a handful of songs that are good, but there's other ones that are just, they're there.
I think In Tongues. I like personally In Tongues better than
Yeah.
all of them.
I'll give it a listen. I don't think I listened to that one a whole lot. I'm sure I listened to a couple songs on there, but not a bunch of them. But his newest single is crazy.
Oh yeah, Glimpse of Us.
Yeah.
I had this guy.
Crazy.
I saw this video of this guy comparing him basically to Future, but with like good vocals.
He
Just
reminds
toxic.
me a little bit of The Weeknd. Just like
Yeah.
a different, more flatter like sound.
Mm-hmm.
But his like lyrics are kind of similar, and like his production, his music production is a little bit of the same.
I definitely definitely understandable. Glimpse of Us really made me like not even want to be in a relationship low key for a while.
Yeah.
'Cause I just
I
don't-
wouldn't say that because I got a long-term
Oh,
relationship.
Of course.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that my next one
Yeah.
is like a good one, like the perfect one.
That's what I did when I was before I started dating Shiloh. I really wanted to vet the girls I was like seeing and talking to. And I wanted to make sure I got a good one for sure. And Shiloh ticked off a lot of the boxes, you know. And I even told her last night, actually, I did this thing where after like a few months of dating or talking to somebody, and I would just ask, I would be like, would I take a bullet for this person, you know? Very
Oh,
dramatic, very serious, you know, very dramatic.
yeah, of course.
And you know, and I know like three months is not really a lot of time to realize that, but I realized it with Shiloh like almost immediately, and I was like, oh, there we go.
Like to the head, or to like
I mean,
the shoulder.
I would die for the person. Yeah, so maybe
Yeah.
the head,
Okay.
maybe a
Yeah.
shoulder,
I got you.
maybe the testicle, bleed out of the ball.
That's a bad way to go out. I'd rather just take it straight to the face.
Worst way. To the face or to the dome?
To the face. Either way, it's gonna be a closed casket. But
That's funny.
yeah, that's nice though, dude. I'm glad.
Yeah.
Glad you have that for real.
I am too, honestly, and that's why I think like songs like that. Because we were actually watching a movie last night. It's a Hulu original movie. I think it's called like Good Luck Leo Grand or something like that, and it's about this sex worker who gets hired by this elderly lady who's played by Emma Thompson. I don't know if you know her. She's like in her 60s, 70s maybe, but she still looks good for her age, obviously, because she's an actor. And it's literally about the sex worker getting bought by this elderly woman, and this elderly woman has not had an orgasm her entire life. She was married for a lot of years to this guy who would not satisfy her, who gave her such a boring life, but he recently died. And so she's trying to like explore herself, find like sexual freedom. And it's a really touching tale because it kind of paints like marriage in a bad light because you're kind of like restricted in ways with marriage and sex and all that. And I think it's really reassuring to watch those kind of movies and realize like, oh, I'm in a great situation with my relationship, you know, because it did paint a lot of pictures and it did make a lot of sense with a lot of things.
Yeah.
I would recommend it. It was a good movie, and it kind of explains like sex work, how it can be like beneficial to people like that in those situations.
Yeah.
Not like all like old people, you know, but he was explaining how like sometimes I don't even like have sex with my clients. I just go over and we hold hands and watch movies. Some lady just wants me to come into her house and have sex with her for 10 minutes and then leave and not say a word. And she pays me for the full hour, you know, whatever. There's another lady where I don't have sex with her and she just wants me to be in the bathtub with her and talk.
Well, that sounds like some of it sounds not bad. So it sounds like a not bad job.
But yeah, and he was just saying how like obviously it's illegal, but he said it helps a lot of people. It's a service that he provides, and obviously it's dangerous because there's no protections because it's illegal still. So he was saying like maybe it should be legal and it can provide a service to people who need it.
That's like those in some of those situations. It's like those you ever heard of like those? I saw a TikTok about it. Like those hired like cuddle buddies.
Yeah,
You ever seen that?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Just having someone close.
I think it would be nice.
Yeah. It would be.
It would take a special kind of person to do that, I feel like.
Maybe I found my calling.
Maybe. He said it because obviously you might get some like gross clients, you know, but he said like the reason why he does it, obviously he's had sex with like thousands of people, you know, and all that, and the way he is able to still perform up to the task, he just finds the pleasure in making pleasure, you know,
Right.
like making other people happy and stuff.
Like Santa
And
Claus.
that
Right?
yeah, I guess.
But this guy's better because he does it all year round.
Yeah, maybe he gives special holiday discounts too.
But that St. Patrick's Day goes crazy.
I bet it does. Arbor Day, he goes all out.
Yeah. National Donut Day.
Labor Day,
Oh.
Memorial Day. Oh,
Oh.
sorry, we're forgetting about the big ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So, what you been up to, man?
You know, just school. School.
That's it?
School, gym, repeat. Yeah. And then my weekends are usually I'm just doing family time, just going up and visiting family. I say that as if I really don't have days where I just really sit down and around anymore. That's what I've been doing today.
Yeah.
Just pretty much just hanging out, catching up, watching the boys.
Did you play with the boys last night? Talking about the boys.
Yeah. I mean,
Did you,
like on the
did you
video
play?
game.
Yeah, on the yeah, playing with their tallywhackers also, right?
But yeah, I did. Yeah, got on the old Battlefront.
Yeah, on the Battlefront, we were playing. I don't know if they told you we were playing.
Row Company.
Row Company.
I'd rather throw up.
Throw up?
I played that game before.
You played it before?
Yeah.
You don't like it?
It's alright.
I think there were mixed reactions when we were playing it. I think Adrian really liked it. Me and Trey were still kind of like testing it out. I think we found a game mode that we kind of liked, but it is just very simple, and I feel like you can't really grow in it.
Yeah.
It doesn't have replayability.
See, that's what I'm saying. Dude. Kind of an ass game.
I feel like games are dead right now. There's just not enough coming out that's like
Multiverse.
satisfying. Yeah, but is it out?
Not yet.
Yeah. I mean, I know there's a ton of games on the horizon. You know that look very fun.
They added Lancelot to Smite, bro.
Sir Lancelot.
Yes, sir.
Should we get back into Smite?
I was playing it this morning. I mean, I sent somebody a
you
chat.
were.
I sent somebody a party invite, but it's okay.
You sent one to me?
I don't know. Did I?
No, I don't know. I didn't see it.
Mm-hmm.
I saw you
Sure
were
did.
online.
No, that's fine. It's fine. No, it's fine. I did, but it's cool.
I'm sorry, dude. I would have
No,
to
it's fine.
update Smite. I'd be down to play Smite, dude. I'm down.
I was playing some.
I would
Smite,
have to
dude.
update it. I'll have to update it.
Yeah, sure.
I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry.
Well,
sorry.
whenever you're free, Chase. You know, whenever you're free.
It's not often that I'm free. You know.
Right. Yeah.
I have a podcast to edit now. I'm gonna start doing the social media clips again.
Did you do that? Were you doing that this morning when I invited you?
No, I was actually doing other things that I can't really discuss on the podcast.
Oh.
I want to keep it anonymous.
Okay.
I did have a game playing in the background, but I was not playing said game. It was just idle.
Yeah, Madden.
Yeah, it was Madden. Okay, sue me. I was playing it this morning before I had to start doing other things.
Mm-hmm.
But I just had it on. I kept it on.
Sure. Just like you keep my emotions just going on and on.
I'm sorry, dude. I'm
No,
a heartbreaker. I'm a certified heartbreaker, bro. I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
You just did.
Oh, talking about certified heartbreaker, certified lover boy. Honestly, never mind. Thoughts?
Hot garbage.
Huh?
Hot garbage.
Hot garbage.
Yes.
Really?
Yes, dude. Yes.
A lot of people are saying people who hate it just don't get it. Are you? Do you think you just don't get it yet?
I don't think I ever will get that. And I don't think I want to.
Yeah, I mean, it just sounds mid. Maybe less than mid.
Right
you know?
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't even say very mid. I would say less than mid. Because
Yeah,
it doesn't
very.
even hit mid.
Jimmy
Good,
Cooks. Good song.
I can't even remember any of the song names.
That
I
was
listened.
the only one.
There was
sorry.
one that I was kind of digging. I was kind of like, okay. But, I mean, it's yeah. I guess I'm not with it.
Yeah.
I guess it's overly unpopular too, but everybody who's like, oh, you guys just don't get it. I feel like if the majority of people don't like it, then
I think this is the people that would die for Drake. Like
Yeah.
these people that would die for this man.
the people who
Right.
like certified lover boy.
And then they want to just top it off to act like they're more intellectual for wanting to listen to like house club music.
Okay, would you rather listen to this album, Jack Harlow's newest album,
Oh my God. Or what? Give me some. Please give me something else.
I'm trying to think.
I'm in
What's
purgatory
another
now.
one? What's another one? Okay, those are your two options. Which one would you rather
God.
listen to?
Oh, there's only like one song on each one that I even kind of like.
Yeah. They're both like honestly, they're competing for first place with the worst album of the year.
And it's crazy because like somehow I think that he's got like ghost listeners. There's no way everyone's just vibing to this. Every song on there is taking up like the top 10, like top 10 in music right now, like song wise.
Well, I think Drake is just like a household name, so anything he really puts out, it's gonna have so much marketing to it. So he's going to have people listening to it, whether they like it or not. Because remember when like Scorpion came out, there were songs in that album. Scorpion was a decent album, it was a decent track. But there were songs in playlists on Spotify that wouldn't make sense for it to be in, you know? So maybe there's a similar situation going on with this album also.
Yeah, but it's like even like his vocals on those tracks were just like,
Yeah, I don't think the production of it really took the time.
The beats
and
were
effort.
sweet.
The beats were sweet. I mean, it is a
But-
dance album, so I feel like the beats were alright, but
You never
I just
see
don't
me
think
dan-
it was mastered.
You see me dancing to like a lot of his other songs over you want to hear what this was? Friday night, I was still up at midnight, right? I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna turn on some tunes. I was like, oh, Drake dropped a new album. Here's how. It
Oh,
went.
Friday night, I was playing games. Why didn't you want to play with me? anymore?
Thursday night. Was it Friday night? Thursday night?
I was also free Thursday night also.
I never got a text. Anyways,
No, we were playing. You just got off.
I don't remember an invite
At
at all.
No,
actually.
I was like, oh, you guys are going to bed. All right. Well, I guess I'll just go F myself.
I don't remember this.
Okay. You want to get on me for not seeing an invite today for Smite, but we were in the midst of playing games, and you were like,
Well,
"Eh."
I still have school on Saturdays.
Yeah, but you said you were up.
Yeah, because I laid down.
You'd rather listen to Drake's new album than
I ended up switching to Lucky. You know
Who?
Lucky? Lucky?
Who?
For real? You know
Lucky's
Bila?
is it? It's a
You
good restaurant.
It is. Okay, I can't argue with you there. But no, Lucky the Rapper, bro.
Lucky the Rabbit.
You're fucking with me. But
I don't know. I don't know who you're talking about actually.
Back to the Drake album, real quick.
Okay.
It was like this. Song starts. Song starts, and then it's like, oh, skip. Oh, skip. Oh, skip. The entire time. All it was skips.
Yeah, it just and that was the same way with Jack Harlow's album too. It was just like every song sounded the same and so lackluster and underperformative, I guess. I don't know. Everything just sounded boring. So I was just like, skip. Skip. Nothing sounded different. The thing with like Kendrick's album, I honestly think it was one of his like it was a more like project album. It still had good listenability, but it sounded boring to me.
It was. The entire time. It's funny how they were both, like, Jack Harlow and him were both hanging out and they both dropped mid-albums.
Yeah, that's funny.
I was like, oh, they're hanging out? They've been dropping some heat? This is going to be tight. Boy, were we wrong.
I think the state of music right now is just kind of...
Mid.
What's happening? Yeah, mid.
Unless you listen to
Joji
Lucky.
put out some good stuff.
Yeah, Joji too. Joji's fire. I'm telling. Look,
I'm excited
Lucky,
for his album. I'll give Lucky a listen. What is he? Like,
he's. I don't think you would actually like him. He's like a Chicago rapper.
Compare him to somebody.
Here, 1 second.
All right, you can play him on the podcast.
You already know, bro. Can you hear it?
No.
Here we go. That's probably gonna sound like butt.
Yeah, I can't hear it.
At all?
No.
That's insane. It must mean I have a good mic if it can't pick up like other recordings, so it can only pick up like vocal range.
Yeah, that's
or maybe
good.
maybe I don't know.
Maybe. I'll give it a listen and I'll give some feedback.
It's Lucki. It's more like I would rather dance to that kind of music.
I think I've heard of them, but
he's more low key. He's more low key.
Oh, okay.
You probably have heard of him. You'd be listening to some low key music, and that's not a bad thing.
I do. I love low key music. I feel like some of the best music is the low key music.
I don't know how Smino's not up to like where like a bigger name yet, but that's just
I think his next project's gonna put him over the top for sure. I think he really established himself with Black Swan. And then what was his Noir came out?
Noir, yeah.
And I think he also got bigger with that. He obviously like established himself with like Dreamville and all of them. He was able to get on that project.
Most definitely.
So I feel like his next album is going to really put him over the top. He might honestly become like the biggest like name in music with his next project.
And like he makes like genuine music, bro. Like it's so different. And even like in reference to rap, he's not like just talking about boring stuff. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's talking about himself too, and I think that's because I think the problem with like Drake and even Jack Harlow right now, it's like they don't really have anything to like differentiate themselves from other people.
Right.
And it's not like the things that they're talking about aren't really attainable things. Like it's like rich guy things or like suburban white things, it's nothing it's nothing crazy or different.
Yeah.
Like Smino, he comes from like a background that's, a lot of people don't have any like knowledge about, or some people might be able to relate to. But the thing is, it's like relatable and it flows super well and it just pops,
Yeah. Oh, I just think the world of music is so backwards.
It's yeah, the music industry's starting to go on a downturn. I just saw a video today that was like, if you have like 100 listens to your song, you don't even get like a quarter of revenue. Like you don't even make a quarter, like 25 cents.
Meanwhile,
If
you
you have
got people
100
dropping
streams.
mid albums that just have a distinguished name.
Honestly, if you were Drake though, like after you've have the legacy that you have, you know, like whatever you drop, it's gonna make you like tens of millions of dollars.
So
I
money.
mean, wouldn't you just drop
And he,
some mid pieces every now and then?
and he killed X, and we're not going to get into it.
He did kill X. Shout R.I.P. X, dude. His
It just
death
that was
anniversary.
recent. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was recent.
4 years.
He
There's
really
a
would have
documentary
changed.
on Hulu.
Oh yeah, I still need to watch it.
I haven't
Look at
watched
me.
it yet either.
Like, he would have changed. Believe he would have changed the entire face of music, and that's what they were scared of.
No, I think that's why he got offed. Honestly, I
Yeah.
think because he was competing with Drake and like streams and all that. He was outperforming Drake in a lot of stuff. And Drake obviously he didn't want his like legacy to fall to X, you know? He didn't want the competition. He wanted to stay on top for a while, and X honestly like was about to change the mold of rap, cuz even Drake had to start changing his flow a bit to compete with X. Remember that whole controversy with one of his songs? Like he
Yeah.
literally ripped a line out of X's song.
Yes, that's what I'm saying, dude. He just takes flows over and over again at this point.
Yeah.
Just rebrands it, and he can't because he's Drake. He like, and even like X and his, like, if you look at a Drake interview and you look at an X interview, so different, so different. Even with the idealism, like Drake is like all money, X is all mental,
Yeah.
mentality,
Yeah.
like actual perception and idealism to life. And he orchestrated that very well in his music. And yeah, he had an aggressive past, and he did a lot of messed up things to people. But at the same time, he wanted to get better. And Drake just covers up all of his bad stuff with money.
Yeah. Cuz he can.
Yeah.
Like X, I don't think X had the luxury of money at the time, but he came from not so great of a lifestyle. He had to, like what a lot of people in those situations have to do. They have to rob and do a bunch of other stuff to just get by. And if you live that lifestyle, you have a more aggressive nature to yourself. So it's unfortunate what he did, and he's been able to get past a lot of those things. He's made amends with a lot of people that he's negatively affected, and he was
wanted to
actually
reform.
actively
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
he was reforming. He was actively trying to go out into the community and make a better difference in the world, and he got offed.
And that's what happens every single time. Every single time. Nipsey Hussle trying to change his community.
Nipsey, yeah.
He had was talking to the doctor that had the cure for cancer. Got offed. It's constantly just recycled, because people want this world to change, but then there's this force at hand that just wants to keep us down and wants to keep everyone at a lower.
like why
Yeah,
why hasn't
frequency.
Drake ever come close to contact with like being in a position where he could lose his life? I'm not trying to say he should lose his life. That's not what I'm saying at all.
Right, yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's just okay.
I'm not saying
It's-
I'm saying if like you guys have plans,
There you go.
'Cause-
Please, leave him alone.
no, please do.
But he's
Wait,
never
what?
been he's never been in a position where he's like been targeted. He always says like, oh, Twitter fingers turn to trigger, whatever. Trigger fingers turn. I don't know the fucking line.
Yeah.
But it's he's always had beef with people, but he's never been in the line. He's never had a target on his back. Like all these other people have had targets on their back, and they've paid the price.
All because they
'Cause
wanted
it-
free thinking.
Yeah, and he's all about the money. He's all about the establishment, the music industry, you know, because he's benefited from all these things. So he's just trying to keep it the same way.
And just poisoning the minds of everyone.
Yeah. So hey, man, how you feeling about this?
I feel good, but at the same time, sad.
Yeah, pretty sad. We ended it on a kind of saddish note.
Yeah.
What do you want to do to lighten it up?
I don't know. What can we talk about? Something that is uplifting. Not a whole lot. You know, you look around,
Not a whole lot.
Everything's going up. Music, I love music. You know, you love music, like, bro. And it's just depressing, bro.
Yeah, there's nothing to really uplift us. You know, there's no like entertainment that's solid.
There's no Mac Miller.
There's no Mac Miller. There's no like good content out there to consume. Like all these shows are coming out, but it's like, I don't know. People aren't liking like the new Obi-Wan series.
Have you watched it at all?
You've No, I haven't. No.
Oh.
But you like it, right?
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah.
See, people are just. I feel like I saw this guy talking about it, and like people, I think people were expecting a lot of just like flashbacks to the Clone Wars, but this is like more of a story.
Mm-hmm.
You know. I don't know. I just feel like
people,
especially the Star Wars community is just so
butt cheeks
toxic. Bro.
It is so bad. Like, be grateful, guys.
It's so good. Like, it's good. Like, bro, we got Ewan back, man. I just love seeing the dude.
Yeah.
Being Obi-Wan.
We got Hayden Christensen back,
you
know? Like, you guys almost fuck. It's so crazy how, like, because people didn't like Hayden Christensen, you know? At all.
People hate
They
everything.
They crucified him. They ruined the kid who played in the Phantom Menace. Anakin in the Phantom Menace. They ruined him.
Destroyed his life.
Destroyed his life. These fans suck. Hayden Christensen almost ruined his whole career because they didn't like him. And he struggled for a long time with like acting and stuff and like getting back out there because his whole reputation was ruined by these fucking stupid ass Star Wars fans. And now that time has passed, they're like, oh, maybe he should come back and do this new show. And they love it. But it's like, love it then, you know? Like, just appreciate that you're getting Star Wars content. Because guess what? Back in the 70s, there was like 20, 30 years where you guys had no Star Wars content at all. You had books, maybe. Comics. But now we're flushed with Star Wars content. There's so much shit out there to consume. If you don't like one bit of content, go somewhere else and find, because you'll eventually find good Star Wars content that you actually like. Just be appreciative of the shit that you're getting. You can be critical of it, but don't be critical about it for the wrong reasons.
Exactly, man. It's just
I'm looking at you, all those like racist Obi-Wan fucking haters.
Yeah.
They don't like that girl Revna,
Reva.
I think.
Reva. Yeah.
They don't like her basically because they're thinking like Disney's pushing this like woke like culture with Obi-Wan.
Her story arc is sick too.
I've heard it's really good. But they don't like her because they're thinking, oh, like this black main character is
She was annoying at first. I will say that. She was annoying at first. But then I saw the last episode. I'm a fan. Mm-hmm.
But I think a lot of people didn't like it because she's a black female actress who's the face of the show, right? Or one of the main faces of the show. So they were like, and she was playing an annoying character at a point in time of the show. And they're trying to crucify her. Remember that the one actor in the sequels?
Oh, Finn?
Not Finn, but the girl who had the interest in Finn. I forget her name. She was like
Asian?
she had a huge she was the Asian character, but she had a huge role in the second movie, the second sequel movie. And then she was supposed to have this big part in the last sequel movie, but they cut her screen time so much because the fans just absolutely hated her, and she got bullied off of social media. So did Daisy Ray.
I love
She got
her.
bullied off of social media too. She's amazing. She was an amazing
She's
actor.
so bomb.
Yeah, she's pretty.
People are just sickening.
Yeah, just enjoy it.
Why don't you guys make Star Wars, huh?
Make Star Wars?
Yeah, why don't you guys
do
make Star
something
Wars?
with it?
Yeah. I see people that don't like Marvel films and they make Marvel fan films. You guys should do that.
Do it, pussy.
Nerds.
Yeah, just relax, you know. But we're also over here like criticizing like music and video games and right now, and just
Because
I get it.
Because these are genuine and correct opinions. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, we're the only right
That's true.
Opinions to have.
Yes. Chase and I's perception on everything is the right one. So, you know what they say. You know, be there, be square.
Well, be there, be square. So how are you feeling? I know I asked this earlier, but
I'm feeling pretty good about it.
I'm kind of hungry, so I gotta.
You want to
kinda
go
hop
for
off.
dinner?
Yeah, where do you want to go?
Let's go to Lucky's.
I was thinking Olive Garden.
Let's go to Lucky's while listening to Lucky on the way.
Let's go to Lucky's while listening to Lucky, but make sure we bring Italian dressing.
Okay. That sounds like a plan to me. I don't know what I would use
All
that
right.
for, but
We just drink it out of the bottle.
you're always 2 steps ahead, man.
3, actually. But, you know, who's counting?
What's free?
Anyways, guys, you can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. Give us a like, give us a comment, subscribe if you're liking what you're hearing. We also have the Gosh Darn Patreon. Only $5 a month, guys.
Only $5 a month?
That's right, Gannon. Only $5 a month. We have Death Our Friend live on the Patreon. We also have Next Caller on the Patreon. 2 episodes are out now. Go give those a listen. They're freaking amazing. So is Death Our Friend. Gonna throw that out there. But yeah, we also have that incentive. If we get 10 Patreon subscribers, we'll drink Pilk and Dilk on the podcast. Yeah.
Drink that big old Dilk.
But yeah, my name was Chase.
And I was and will always be Gannon. Peace.
Bye, guys. Thanks for listening.
Mm-hmm.